Hi, this is Grace Sandra from Mix Heritage, and today I'm going to show you how to do a shiny, beautiful Bantu twist-out. So I'm going to do a twist-out before bed. I'm going to show you really quick what I am using today. I'm using Carol's Daughter Hair Milk Leave-In, which is a new product for me. I've never tried it, but I really want to. And then I'm going to be using Olive Oil's moisturizing gel, which I really love for almost any style. And then, of course, my black Jamaican castor oil, which I'm just committed to. Like, I can wear this product. So I didn't wash my hair because I didn't feel like it wasn't that dirty. I just took a shower and rinsed it, and I am going to take it out. I usually wrap it in a cotton shirt, although I realized I should just use the same shirt because I keep ruining shirts using a different one every time. So I'm going to go ahead and comb this through just a little bit, and then I will get started. Okay, so when you're doing a style like this on a wash and go that's a little bit older, you're going to want to put in a lot of leave-in conditioner. So usually what I do is I wash my hair and I use Mix Chicks deep conditioner and detangler, which works amazing, and I usually use that in the shower, and that just knocks out the problem with tangles, and then I can just get started right away. However, since it's summertime and I've been doing a lot of wash and goes, and basically I just haven't been using very much product. Like, I use a lot of product on the first day that I do a wash and go, but then I don't use very much at all after that. And I've been just making sure to wrap it up really well and just keep moisturizing it through water, basically through spritzing it every day. So I haven't used very many products. So the great thing that I love about summer is that I just haven't had to wash my hair very often. So as a result, my hair's not very dirty. So I could have started all over, but I didn't want to do the whole process. So basically, when I just took a shower and I didn't use any product at all, I knew I was going to have to detangle once I got out. So basically I just let my hair get a little bit more wet than usual, but not even all the way wet, because I didn't want to even deal with all the way wet hair, because I knew I was getting to bed late and I was going to have to get up early and I wasn't going to have time for it to dry. So I'm starting with hair that was just a little tiny bit wet. So I sectioned it off, and as you can see, I'm detangling with the leave-in conditioner section by section. Part your hair into 4 parts and then detangle 1/4 at a time with a very wide tooth comb, so you're not doing too much pulling and yanking. And even as I look back on this, I think I was being a little rough on it, partially because I think I was trying to hurry and it was getting late. If you can see me looking over to my left and your right, I'm watching Scandal on my iPad, so occasionally you'll see me frown and grimace and smile because I'm watching Scandal season 3. I'm catching up, and it's just so ridiculous. That show is just crazy. But anyway, so I'm sectioning the hair, and I got that part combed through. Make sure that you have no tangles at all. It's very hard to take them out if you do. And I'm using the Oars curling butter. And then I always put a little, I usually in the same fingertip put a little bit of the Oars and a little bit of the Jamaican black castor oil, and work that all the way through and twist. So for each 1/4, I suggest doing anywhere between 2 and 4 twists per 1/4 section. I find that if I do smaller ones, I have a lot more tighter curls, and if I do bigger ones, obviously the bigger the curl, the bigger the wave. Looking here at my crazy amount of shrinkage, and as you can see from the finished picture at the beginning, this is a style that shrinks up, but it's okay because I don't so much mind shrinkage as long as I like the style. So I basically came up with this style because when I was working full-time, I did a lot of twist outs because it just saved time at night and in the morning. And then a few times I realized if I actually Bantu knot each twist, it gave me a really different curl pattern, almost like a jerry curl, but not like a jerry curl, because jerry curls, were 30 years ago and all. But I just realized it gave me this really unique curl pattern. So I decided to keep doing it, and I really like it. So I know that this pattern has the worst shrinkage ever, but it's still a really cute style. So I don't mind shrinkage if it's for a purpose. So I try to use less twists. So if I were just doing a twist out, I probably wouldn't do as many per section. But I do a little bit more for this style because it gives a very unique finishing look. Alright, I decided to go ahead and twist the rest of that up so you didn't have to get bored. So here I am starting to Bantu my twists. So when you're twisting them around, just basically twist and coil. And I don't like to use bobby pins for styles like this. Not only does it add unnecessary drama to your hair, if you don't have to. I'm not an anti-bobby pin at all. But if you don't have to, try not to. So basically I just wrap, as you can see, I wrap, keep wrapping until it starts coiling in on itself. And then I wrap it around, always putting what's remaining in my fingers towards the bottom. And then I don't even tuck, I just wrap it around till it stays. So if you need to, use a bobby pin, but if you don't, I say don't. So basically, I just wrap every twist as if it were, its own piece of hair. So this style really does produce very tight curls. Like any style, this one is really necessary to be dry. So as you can see, coming up soon here, I had to do a lot of work to get this dry because unfortunately I started this style at about 10 o'clock p.m. and then I went to bed by 1 and then got up at 7:30, and that is not nearly enough time for my hair to dry, besides the fact that I overproduct a little bit. I realized because I was completely distracted by Scandal that I put way too much products in. So while I'm twisting the rest of this up, let's just talk about Scandal for a minute, okay? Because here's the thing. It is so completely unreasonable that every single person in that world talks as fast as they do, number one. Number two, that they have that much to say in every breath. Number three, that they can say so much without taking a breath. And number four, that they can say all that, without thinking about it. Like, who can say all of that text and dialogue without thinking about it? So that's the only thing that I feel like annoys me about Scandal. It's like, okay, it'd be cool if just Olivia talked fast and had a lot to say, in every single interaction she has with like every single person. But everybody, really? No, not everybody talks that fast. I could be cool if it was like just Olivia and just her dad or something, but oh my gosh, it's like I'm an extroverted, talkative person, as you can tell, but am I really gonna always have that much to say and everyone around me too? So those are my Scandal problems. Okay, so I'm just testing them to see how they are. As you can see me screwing a little bit, that's because some of them were a little bit too tight, and I know I'm about to go to sleep and I do not want them to be too tight because I could feel that it was going to give me a headache. So basically I wrap them up with a long satin scarf, and then because my stuff tends to come out, I go over it with another one. I like to pull my ears out because my ears hurt when I wrap them, but I realized because I was going to have to not have enough time, I should use my hooded dryer, and I typically only use this if I know I'm not going to have enough time to let it dry. So I knew there was not going to be enough time. So I got out the hooded dryer. I'm using Layla Ali's hooded dryer, and I really like it. I recommend this product completely and highly. It wasn't that expensive. It works really well. I completely recommend it. So I decided to sit under the dryer for about a half an hour. I kept it on high. It also, one thing that I love about this dryer too is it has a high setting and a cool setting. So once your hair gets really hot, if you want to put it on cool before touching it, you can do that. So I sat under it for a while, and now I'm wrapping it up to go to bed. So I'm putting my second wrap over it just to make sure it stays, and I'm going to go to sleep and then realize in the morning that I'm going to need to dry it again. Okay, so I did not wake up like this. I realized when I woke up that my hair was still a little bit damp, so I took them out, and then I did makeup. I put them under the hooded dryer again, and decided to just bite the bullet and do that because I knew the style would not work if it was even damp a little bit. So I did 20 more minutes under the hooded dryer with cool air. So after your hair is completely dry, you can start taking out the twists, and I'm pulling a little bit hard here. That's probably because I put in too much product, which is probably because my trifling butt was distracted by Scandal. Whew, that show. Anyway, so I'm taking out the twist here. I'm just trying to be careful. And again, as you can see, this style is very, very tightly wound. But the great thing is this style lasts for so many days because it's so tightly wound. So for tonight and the next probably 4 nights, I'm going to just put a little tiny bit of, spray it with water, and retwist probably 5 twists on each side and re-bantu those 5, and it's going to last, and it's going to fall, and it's going to be a little bit fuller and a little less tight, and it's just really pretty. And because of the oil and the Oars product, it's going to stay really shiny and nice. As you can see how just shiny and moisture rich it looks. That's the one thing I love about this style, besides the fact that it gives such a completely different curl pattern. One of my friends came over and she was cracking me up. That's what I was laughing at, who I'm talking to. So I'm just to make the video a little bit shorter, I skipped through taking out some of the twists. I'm basically getting them all out. Usually I don't do a middle part, but I wasn't paying much attention and my hair just kind of naturally falls to a middle part. So I wish I had done a side part. So as you can see, I'm going to try in a minute to try to fix that. But the great thing about a middle part is whatever way you want to go, it does create body when you switch the part. So that is one nice thing, and I think that once I started fussing with it, I realized it would do that. I kind of like it in the style like this, just this middle part, but it just wasn't exactly what I was looking for, so that's why I decided to start fussing with it, and just see if I could get it to look a little bit different. Also, because it's the first day of this style, and because I knew I used quite a bit of the Jamaican black castor oil, I was trying to get it off my face, because that product does break me out if I use too much, and I used quite a bit because I knew it would give me a lot of shine, and because I knew that I was planning to keep this style for at least 4 to 5 days. So I find that when I do it correctly, it lasts a week, and I really wanted it to last a week. So now I'm switching to the other side to see if I like that better. Nope, didn't like it better, so I decided to pin back some hair behind my ear, because I always love that style. And I still felt like I looked a little bit like Michael Jackson when he was 16, but you know, that's cool. He's Michael Jackson. I mean, who wouldn't want to look like Michael Jackson? I mean, you know, that's sort of a joke, but not really funny. But anyway, so I decided to pin the side again to get it off my face, and about 2 hours later, I actually ended up taking out that bobby pin and pulling it down and see if I liked it like that. But I actually still like it this way. There's a lot of flexibility you can do with this style too, because it's a very different curl pattern, and because it's so tightly curled and it's so firmly in place. Like, this style really doesn't move. So here is the finished look after I pulled it down over my eyes. Thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Ask me any questions if you have it in the comments.